Should you treat your employees who quit with kindness, or should you give them a hard time? Join me in today's video as we dive into this crucial question of how managers should react when someone resigns from the team. See, it's a known fact that there would be employee churn, irrespective of the industry you're in. It can be engineering group, it can be operations group. Attrition is a given. But how you handle the folks who have resigned from your organization decides the success of your organization. Have you ever thought how you treat the folks who resign? Let's find out. The way we treat employees who quit is actually a reflection of the organization culture and values that you have. If you treat them as deserters, then you would respond with anger and frustration. On the other side, if you treat them as valued employees, you would show empathy and understanding. See, any kind of attrition is a blow to the team morale. When one person from the team leaves, there's suddenly this uncertainty. A lot of people start talking about it, and then they think that are they next? Or they start thinking about when they should look for a job. And that creates uncertainty and impacts the overall production. Meanwhile, the departing employee takes valuable knowledge and skills along with them. And if they are a part of a critical project, then the business gets impacted. The rest of the team is not sure on how to deliver on that project, and they end up making mistakes. The employee also takes with them the expertise and experience, leaving a gap in the team. Who would train the future employees on that project? It does impact the business, and that is a huge concern for the leader. So let's look at some real-time scenarios. Let's say one of your team members resigns for higher education, which is a common one. Or let's say they are getting relocated because of marriage, or the family has moved to another city. Or let's say they have some family dispute going on and they have to travel to their hometown to sort that out. Or they're just taking care of their aging parents. These can be reasons for a person to resign. And what would be your response when this is the reason? Well, I'm sure you would empathize with them, show them support, and understand their situation. Now let's flip the scenario. Your team member resigns because he or she has got a better offer, a 40% hike, or a leadership role, or an on-site opportunity. What is your response now? Well, you're angry, you're frustrated. How could they do this to me after all that I've done for them, right? You take it personally, and you ensure that you will give them a tough time. Maybe it's not you, but a lot of leaders take it personally. They see to it that they will make it hard for them. They instantly become their enemies only because they've got a better offer. In this situation, a lot of leaders react with a mix of emotions. They are angry, they're disappointed, they're frustrated, they are upset on how could they do this? How could they abandon the ship? How could they not be interested in the company's success? So what do? They stop communicating with them. They stop involving them in meetings. They don't share updates with them. And this further pushes that employee away from having a smooth transition. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever left an organization for better prospects? Did your manager treat you this way? Did your manager give you a hard time? And that's why you're passing it on to this employee? Think about it. I mean, everyone has the right to look out and check their market value or to accept better offer, right? A true leader is one who would look at the growth and well-being of their team member, if it's within the organization or outside the organization. That is what a true leader should look at. After all, everyone is here to put food on the table, right? If you as a leader treat everyone equally, irrespective of whether they are on notice or they are actively working, that makes a difference. That reflects the values of your organization, the culture of your organization. And the word goes out. People realize that. People understand that this is a great company to work for because of the culture. I have seen so many people who have resigned and gone to other organizations at better packages, but they have come back also. There are a lot of folks who resigned and came back because of the culture, because of the way that leaders treat them. I call them boomerangs. So to sum it up, the way we treat our employees who have resigned is a reflection of our company culture and values. And if we choose empathy and understanding over resentment and anger, then we would create a very healthy and positive environment and culture in our organization. So what's your take on this topic? Have you ever had an experience when an employee quit and you treated them well? What was the outcome? Do share your story in the comments below. And if you would like to know how to build high-performing teams, then check out this video that I've made for you. And if you found this video valuable, do give me a thumbs up because that will further motivate me to make such videos for you. And if you're new to my channel, do subscribe so that you don't miss out your weekly dose of motivation. I'll see you next week.